banged all of their cards on Nico Baby succeeding with his Lark and didn't happen Ogre, can actually make Nico Baby even stronger. And he has been their standout player, so I guess maybe it could be the right approach.
You get the steroid for Nico, right? And I like this. I like that way of thinking, and I believe this should be our position 5 Ogre with the position 4 Wyvern, because I don't see S4 playing that. Maybe if it's really the right game, but if you see a bird in your draft on Alliance, it's going to be Hanskin. Like, he plays your Phoenixes, your Firebird, your Icy Birds, all kinds of birds. Just give it to him. And alright, Mars, NaVi aren't straying away from the meta at all.
And I don't think they should. This is something that they know how to play, played it multiple times. If you're in your comfort zone, you're definitely going to look better. So Mars, I was kind of thinking they were going to go for Centaur since the Oracle wasn't picked. But I guess these two heroes have more kill potential in level 1 and 2 when Ogre really wants to be in their face. He gets hit a few times, he can actually get disabled and die.
We have seen this combo yesterday multiple times as well, right? You always have setup for the spear. Even after in the game, if you have some elusive heroes, you actually have ways of locking them down for longer period of time. So if you're playing versus something like a Quap, Mars on its own is not strong, unless he maybe buys the Yules to catch her first. But with Rubik, you have the lift into the spear, into the arena, into the everything. So it's pretty good. I like this combo. In the lane, like you said as well, it's very strong.
Definitely upsides and downsides to both drafts. It feels like my panel is leaning a little bit on Alliance here, but all I know is we're in for one hell of a series. To bring you that series, we need one hell of a combo. We've got Sunsfan and Synderen in to cast Alliance versus NaVi.
Classico in the series.
You know what,
S4.
I was going to respectfully ask you not to say that phrase because I feel like it's overdone. But you're right. It technically is El Clasico.
It's more of an El Clasico than it was half a year ago because S4 is playing for Alliance, okay? We're getting there.
Okay.
Next year, there's going to be 2 players back. And then in 2030, we can have it back fully.
So Dendi will be joining NaVi is what you're saying.
It's one option.
One on each
Pasha's in
side.
trouble.
Yes, he is. He goes to the high ground and finds the entirety of Alliance. Now remembering watching TI3, Pasha he gets denied by Slayer, who taunts on Rubik. That's a tasty delight, Synderen, to start this game.
Oh, that was... Both AA and Rubik were trying to deny him together, but Slayer gets it done. Very nice. That was a 5-on-3, and they got no kill. It does cost them quite a bit of ground in a way. Like, Slayer has to maybe go back to base here, use the Tango. They obviously don't get any of the bottom runes, but they are getting both of the top runes because of the info that Alliance gave them there. So it's not too bad. His hero can do a lot later.
Well, top lane, a lot of damage being done to S4. Crystallize will take the first blood for himself. Do you remember this? Sven Lina.
Oh, I was thinking that when you said a more old school combo, I immediately thought Sven Lina. Yeah.
Oh, Slayer tried to put FNG on the cliff. It was really close, but ends up getting fire blasted down.
He should probably still go Helm of the Dominator here. But
no, he's scouting out with this Hawk, but there is a
better than Vlad's though. He is so dead.
He is very dead. That's a lot of stuns. AA Blast not needed. A lot of those spells were not needed.
They have 2 heroes without wave clear. One of them is the support and one is the carry. So if Alliance keep just pushing these waves all the time with Wyvern, Morph, Quap, and Beastmaster, it's more telegraphed what you're doing, and it makes your plays more difficult. Oh, the Ice Blast being missed!
They're going in real hard, but the AA ult misses onto the Morphling, who's very healthy right now. The arena pops up. Nico Baby was stunned inside for a little bit as the Ogre Magi will be the first to fall.
All right.
Phantasm has already been used just to take the tier 1 tower, and they weren't even able to do that. Yeah, Ilias is smoked right now. Oh, there's the blink in inside S4, but initiation onto Mars now. He's already at half HP thanks to that E-play. Crystallize at half HP. He's going to use his ult. It's going to be mostly decimate from the Queen of Pain, but the stuns are there to get him low. Looks like he is going to live just barely. Another Winter's Curse onto Crystallize. He might be finished off with that Splinter's Blast. It's a 2-for-1 now. Slayer extremely low with absolutely no mana to speak of. Nico Baby's going to continue to chase though. AA ult looks like it will clip Nico Baby. Runs into it, in fact.
Chaos Bolt plus A rotation in from Void Spirit, getting the kill gold there, 300. Closing in on the Ags. The panel talked about how this is a good Ags game. I fully agree. It's a really, really good game for the Aghanims on Void Spirit. So could be a turning point for Navi, but so far Alliance just getting the better macro plays. Let's see if this one works though.
Step into the Aether Remnant. AA Blast coming in. The Spear. That is more than enough to take out that Morphling. And now Crystallize will continue on to destroy Mr. Wyvern, or yeah, Mrs. Wyvern. I'm so sorry. Yeah. S4 does have Roar.
But they're in such a bad position here.
It's gonna break up. There's the Roar on top of the Orchid, and Crystallize is in a lot of trouble. Double Orchid, in fact. And yeah, that's a lot of damage, a lot of lockdown, a lot of silence. That'll just amplify things. As Handskin will be working on the same item, so double blinking coming fairly soon for Alliance. Crystallize is going to be found by the multi-cast. Pasha pops in with his ult. It's actually going to spear Handskin away. Here comes the AA ult on top of Limp, and the Morphling looks like he will finally go down, but it's a 1-for-1. Both carries are dead in this fight. Pasha going to dive this tier 1 tower, which is living on a sliver of HP. S4 not able to really save anybody here. 2 for 2 as the AA drops as well. FNG going to continue on inside the trees. There's the Orchid applied to Mars, and he's going down extremely fast to these Necro units. The buyback onto the Wyvern, who has yet to use Winter's Curse, is not really needed, though.
It's such a bad steal.
Well done.
It's like the worst spell he can steal the whole game.
What did he steal?
Level 1 Ignite.
Level 1 Ignite.
It is so bad.
It cancels Blink Daggers, Cinderin. That's important.
That is true. Well, he's hoping to get Fire Blast, I think, but...
hoping to get literally anything else. Oh, the jump in S4 with that newly picked up Blink Dagger. Looks like Rubik will be the one to fall, but it might be a trade with S4's life, and indeed it is. It's like FNG is going to walk away with barely any HP, but they do find the Void Spirit limp inside the trees. Blink is available, but will use it to full effect, but he gets speared into Mars's ult. Ice Blast incoming, and that is going to be another easy kill for NaVi, although Cold Embrace saves him for a little bit. See if he takes down. Nico Baby pops the BKB and is going to town onto Crystallize and Pasha. Quap did fall in that engagement. Buyback onto the Void Spirit, but the CK does die in time, and I'm not sure if Magical wants to continue on with this. As Pasha looking for an initiation, I'm sure they have the Aegis time, so they know that it is down. He sees Handskin. He's going to go for him. Spear into the Mars ult. As Handskin getting quite low, but the Cold Embrace will keep him alive, and the rest of Alliance are going to try to take him out, but Pasha with the cheeky spider legs onto the high ground, attempting to get out, but the Winter's Curse will ensure he does not do so. And this is going to be his death. But they do lose
FNG.
Ogre. Yeah, they get FNG on the other side. Yes.
And once again, I like the setup from Navi. I like it.
Oh, a blast onto a couple as Nico Baby has to pop the BKB. Still a silence onto S4. Primal Roar is available. He can choose to use it on Crystallize, but will instead run away, knowing that the CK has used both BKB and Phantasm. That is a huge win overall. Although they're going to go back in with Limp, silencing into the Primal Roar onto Crystallize, and Nico Baby's just come clean him up very easily. Sonic Wave is there as well. It's a 2 for none in this mini engagement.
The follow-ups off, unless you're there, you need to be really on top of him. So they landed Ice Blast, they get the Reality Rift off, but they don't get to chain stun on the lift. They're gonna try it again. This time it's good though. Holy shit!
Morphling deleted. Limp forced to use his Yules. He's very low though, and that's his stolen waveform from Slayer. And with that, Alliance has to GTFO. You correct me where I'm wrong here, but this is not like a right-click build at all that he's gone. So I'm very surprised that he went for that.
It definitely isn't.
It does clean up waves very easily though. Lincoln is popped into the
He has no defensives already. What is happening?
And he is dead. He is super dead. We're going to have a team fight here as the buyback onto
that curse is crucial.
CK is destroying Slayer, his teammate. Bye-bye, my friend. S4 gets off the Primal Roar, but he's going to get saved into a spear into the arena itself. Looks like he's going to have a couple buybacks from NaVi now as Morphling getting very low. Strengthening up, though, with that Satanic. Very nicely done. And Crystallize will find his way to the grave. So these buybacks are all for naught, it looks like, for NaVi potentially. And Magical just going to have to run away. Spear, not really going to do a whole lot. And it looks like Alliance are going to be able to clean this up very nicely. The stolen Spear onto the Void Spirit. And down he goes. Pasha, you'll be able to prevent a little bit of damage, but that's the entirety of Alliance. Spartan style will not work for you. The Phalanx, he dies so fast, I'm actually kind of surprised he aided. But they might be able to finish it like you said. We'll see. FNG walking to the enemy fountain for some reason. Gonna get telekinesed into a cold feet. No follow-up yet, but Mars is going to be up. Mars buys back with 5 seconds left. If he has to defend here, going to jump in with that Mars ult. CK pops the BKB. Nico Baby's just going to wait for him out. That means the AA blast will completely miss. He's going to wait from the other side, just going for the throne. No point in killing the heroes. And
Alliance, the DK, this Brewmaster, the push out potential from the SF, it should be very hard for NaVi to take early tier 1s.
Hanskin already forced to use a salve. So in terms of the regen game, NaVi definitely ahead in this lane thus far. Crystallize off to a decent start of that range creep does get denied. Oh boy. How tilting can it be? Kinetic field will keep S4 in place. Crystallize, not sure if he wants to commit. The Jingu does connect and the boundless strike with that proc. Beautifully done. Actually dodges the ink swell as well. Medusa against DK at this stage now. With the 6-minute room popping up, it's going to be bottom. Limp could get it if he wants, but obviously...
Oh, Hanskin's in trouble. The is from Ilias just catching him off guard here.
Inkswell is there, will connect, but he will likely fall shortly after Jingu with the boundless strike. They just need a little bit of vision. And Hanskin, again dead in that bot lane.
So their combined net worth bot lane between Alliance's heroes is 2,400.
Oh, they're going to get this kill potentially. It's going to be close. The regen is available to take. Will be canceled, though.
If he doesn't hit you and build up Jingus, but just fully obsessing over getting this high damage build for his Grimstroke.
Nico Baby being forced out of the river as Crystallized already had Jingu up. Gonna apply more pressure to FNG now. My god, he's melting. Crystallized with so much damage. Inkswell upon Nico Baby. Dragon's Blood is there though. Crystallized gonna be very low, but the SF will be the first to fall after the fact, and Crystallized now attempting to run away. Dragon Tail is up in 1 second. Boundless Strike keeping him in place.
Oh god, Alliance are getting owned.
Limp is gone. 3
They're getting
for
so
nothing.
owned.
Not sure if he took it.
I think he might have taken it already. I'm not sure. It's a card coming
I
out.
wouldn't be surprised. Slayer, telekinesis keeps S4 at bay, but pretty much the entirety of the line here in this
Bloodlust for Medusa and Monkey King stolen by the Rubik.
Yeah, that is good. S4 able to get the primal split off. Soulbind onto 2. Looks like Disruptor is going to be the first to fall in this engagement. Inkswell will connect onto Crystallize. Now basically at half HP. Applying more pressure. The Fire Blast connects into the Dragon. They have so many stuns, and down goes the Monkey. Despite Alliance losing fight after fight after fight, the primal split stolen by Slayer. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Tier 1 tower will go down. Support here on the Dragon Knight, and Synderen is huge, especially when he gets level 25, which will definitely happen.
Alliance better be ready here. Good position from FNG.
Tier 1 tower taking heavy damage. Slayer, it's like it's going to be the Stampede into the Disruptor ult, and down goes Brew. You talked about how they needed that to take down the Brew to prevent the primal split. As Limp gets glimpsed into a Wukong's command, but there's the Shadow Fiend ult. Requiem doing heavy damage. Soulbind onto 2 now. FNG not able to get off the stun after the fact, and Limp and company have to get out of dodge. Magical with the Stone Gaze, not able to turn anybody into actual stone.
I don't think the dagger matters that much. Like whether he gets a clap off before the split or not. And even if he does, it's not a good... Oh boy. That's a good storm. Oh my god, get out of here.
Static Storm onto 3 heroes, and they are melting left, right, and center. 2 dead right off the bat. Nico Baby able to get off the Requiem of Souls, but Limp is glimpsed back into the Wukong's command. And that is a double kill for Crystallize and 3 kills overall for NaVi. Right? You just let them do their time. Can't play with you again. It's such a pleasure and an honor to play with the great Synderen. As FNG is going to get hoof stomped into the double edge, and that's a free kill. They might be able to find more. There's a Dragon Tail fall onto Monkey King. Drops in. Static Storm onto 2. The Soulbind is used to counteract this. The Glimpse now onto the Brewmaster, and he was just about to get Primal Split off, but not to be, my friend. Another death for poor S4. That is number 6 on his record. Magical and company are going to continue on, but Nico Baby, Requiem of Souls from the trees. Brewmaster buys back into the game, which means he'll have the Primal Split available. Buy back onto the Rubik now as Centaur was the first to fall. Magical, nice timing, BKB, destroying Limp from every single side. He's going to focus onto Nico Baby now, who gets his BKB off. Looks like he'll find Crystallize in the end, so a double kill for Nico. Hanskin, oh my god, Slayer takes him out with ease. Can't continue. They know Dragon Knight's ult has been expended. Still has a decent amount of duration left, but with the Aegis intact for Magical, dealing a lot of damage with this Sacred Relic, and still has the 9-second BKB now. Oh, we're gonna have the initiation. Limp is gonna jump in with that ink swell, gets telekinesis for the stun onto Ilias. They really need this kill. He gets silenced after the fact, but pops the Ghost Scepter, and as a result will live, at least for now, but the Panda Brew ult goes off and finally gets that pesky disruptor, but he's gonna buy back in the game along with the Ogre Magi as Crystallize jumps onto a tree. Limp is gonna stun him with the ink swell, but it doesn't have vision.
Oh, I didn't cut it. He cut it too
Not
late.
quite cut it. Crystallize pops the wand, now at half HP. Soulbind onto 2. Crystallize is going to take the brunt of the damage, but Medusa is just going to sit inside the Static Storm and take out the Ogre Magi with ease. That is a dieback for him as Nico Baby forced to retreat with the BKB activated, and still an Aegis on the Medusa, so they haven't lost him yet. S4 was hoof stomped into a glimpse and will likely be the second casualty here for Alliance if you want to count the Ogre Magi dying twice.
But if they could open up on the supports and kite the Dusa and then kill her last, that would be... Oh, just
Going
this?
in. It's the Bounty Rune bait. Static Storm onto 2. Nico bait with a huge Requiem of Souls. This is going to be Rapier going the way of Alliance. Are you serious? Nico Baby picks it up. Unbelievable that he would put himself in that position. Crystallize with the BKB pop is now going to get initiated on, but the Ink Swell not going to do anything thanks to the BKB.
No,
We can't even get Boundless Strike off as Alliance has now turned this game off of one mistake from NaVi. Holy Jesus.
He felt invincible, and you have a naked Rapier. There's no Aegis protecting it. Oh my god, this game is just...
They can't get Megas. They'd have to go for Throne, which they're actually going to attempt to. Medusa is up in 20 seconds, does have buyback. Still with the Stone Gaze available, but no Monkey King for 10. Disruptor is obviously the big one, down for 40 with no buyback whatsoever. They might have to just be happy with this mid-rack syndrome.
Oh man, this... I feel so sorry for Navi, man. That what a way.
Oh, they're going to find a DK. That's not exactly the target you want since he's so tanky. Requiem of Souls, I believe that was 2 of them. Was that a stolen Requiem? Crystallized, getting destroyed inside his own ultimate. Holy jeez. Stone Gaze does go off, doing a decent job, but there's a Soulbind onto 2. Along with the silence to follow, Alliance just trying to bait their time here as there's the jump in from Limp. And this is the beginning of the end for Navi as Magical pops his BKB, dies shortly after. I would not... Yeah, I was going to say GG to follow.
Oh
And
my
Navi just completely handed this game to Alliance. Oh my god.